start today's stream. I have prepared plan to continue a little bit with everything and continue or move to some other stuff. Okay, let's extract tagged to a separate module. Where do you have it? Inside data, Elixir Home, and tag. Okay, let's make it like this. Next, I will be extracting it. Here. Oh, no. Not here, but inside the tagged file. It's formatter. Okay. Okay. So yeah, we extracted it, and I will also add an alias tagged access. Okay. I've added an alias. We'll add module doc. For protocol to mark yes. So the lasers should be happy with this setup. Okay, we've added this. Okay, let's see whether it will work. First I will start the server and run tests. Let's see. Elixir Home reg okay. And update the alias here. Okay. Okay, our tests are passing. That's very nice. The next thing you commit it. Nothing to commit. Staged my files. So let's run it. Okay, so yeah, move tag computation to one module. Okay, let's, I think, use, okay, I will do this thing, assert that tags equal refresh tags. Let's move to our test Elixir Home tag test, and test. So what I will test take mapping, check tag mapping, refresh. Okay, and tag refresh tag mapping equals tag. It's just a sanity check that everything works as intended. So yeah, it should pass. I have, okay, it has dropped the coverage a little bit, but that's okay. That's pretty fine. Okay, I will move it to new describe. I will move it here. Okay, I describe it like this. Okay. Okay. And I believe I will need some other stuff too. I'm not committing this. Or map. Let's reward it a little bit. Okay, let's I've created this file. Okay, let's move on. Nothing, move tag mapping computation to module tag, and I think I will name it like mapping x. Okay. Module tag Elixir home tag mapping. Okay. We'll add it later and extract the whole logic regarding the computation of tags. Yeah. Compute tag modules. tagged and tagged. Okay, and compute tag mapping. Okay, but our tests will start to fail. Let's see how our tests fail. Okay, they failing nicely. Let's fix them and tag test. Okay, describe to home tag describe okay. Formatting everything. We'll stay with this. Stage everything. So yeah, compute tag mapping. Instead of it, we will just do something like this. Okay. And our test should pass. We are passing, stating those changes. Okay, add structure for module computation. So let's do this. Mapping def struct. Okay, what do we have here? Def struct. It will contain type. The next thing is key. Okay. Take key after it. So I'm looking on this structure. We have a tag, type key, and child key, and value. And first keys, and here I will need type, key, and value. The type T, type T will return mapping module. Okay. Type will be simple or instead should be simple or nested pattern. Okay, or nested binary map. Okay, we have a type spec for type key. I think it should be anything. Key. Okay, it will be anything, and child key. It will be a string t or button. Okay, so child key should be something like this. Possibly we'll extend it in future, but okay. We have this one, and value will be our module. So it's module. Okay. Mapping, add structure for module computation. So we'll make this as possibly in future have added the structure for it. Okay, I think I will use it here. Staged difference, just to have my things up to date. Okay. Validate tag data. So let me see. We have duplicate values, duplicate keys. Okay. Okay, let's refactor it bit by bit. Okay, we have this. We have some logic that checks that. Okay, so both things here use the same function. We take the values and the next getting some frequencies from them. Okay. Values. I think it will be more readable thing. Okay. So module and params case tag. When item is item, then we will be possibly we will not use this. Okay. I will return the module, this module. Okay. And other thing here is module. Let's see whether our tests passing. Okay, they pass. That is fine. So if we try to create some other thing, or for example, if we try to add some extra stuff, let's see whether the Elixir will complain. It seems that the Elixir is happy with this, at least if we provide, if we don't provide some of the required keys, it will fail. Okay. Okay. So nested values. So what do we have here? Okay, we going through the values. Okay, we working with a key. I think how to refactor this thing. We have created what we will need. Let's create a separate function for this, for this part. Okay. Div, what are we doing here? And div and big. Okay. Div. Convert big. Let's call it a ISDF. It will include our module. Okay. And tag. Okay. I don't like this name too much for the production code or real world code. So let's rename it. So what it will do? It will convert so tag type, or okay, let's name it like tag type module and tag. Okay, when is button tag. Okay, tag type module and tag. Let's see how it will look if we move it. Okay, I have this thing. Okay. We have tag type for first thing. Okay. Tag type for take this parent key and child key. When is item? Child key. Okay. Okay. So okay, and let's just create similar thing here, but for nested binary. When is binary? So yeah, this tag, then we will return this. Okay, so instead of this thing, I will do something like tag type module, tag. Okay, so let's remove this. Like this. And the next thing what we are doing, we have extracted tag type. Possibly I will rename it to tag data. Key keyword tag data. Okay. We have to take data. Next thing, we have a validate tag data. Okay. Structure for module computation. Okay. We already have this thing. I don't like this thing that we try to do in 2 steps, but actually we can combine both validation and computation. Okay. So let's see about this. I will create another function and not sure whether it will be more clear. Let's make it work. Okay. In structure, module computation, we do this. So will be working on this. Possibly it's formatted already. Okay, the rather happy. Let's add the documentation for this. Module doc. Compute the okay. This. And extract tag in computation to own module. Okay. Let's push it. So the next thing I will be working on is to combine validate mapping with transformation. So let's see our logic, what we are doing here. So what do the validate take data does? It walks through each pair of take data, so it's each key and the values for it, and checks some parts of it. If validate partial. Okay, let's do it like this. Validate partial mapping. I think we don't need a key. Okay, we need a key for some inspection. Key and then we need a key. The next thing will be values. Okay, the values will start with something like this, and then the rest of them. Okay. We need to extract a type from this part. Type. We have lots of unused variables here. I think we can just extract everything from here. Paste. Case union by values and type. I think we can rewrite it a little bit in another case. Okay. So what we have here? We have type, and we don't need this anymore. Okay. So what I will do here is to just validate partial mapping key and values. This should continue to pass. Okay. Test is passing. Okay. What we comparing here? It's right to find whether we have some extra things from some other types, and none values, none not none filter map. Okay, what should we use instead of filter map? Let's see. People will understand, I hope. Where is our where is our functions? Filter map. Filter. Interesting. Let's check some previous version. I believe we have a filter map. Filter map. Oh. But why the editor? Okay. Show me the docs. Okay, there is no docs. Okay, let's move a little bit earlier. I will combine two functions then. And filter. So filter and type, not or reject. Reject. Okay, num reject. It's just the opposite of non-filter. Type does not equal or equals to type. Okay. filtering the values that nope, nope. Click here, filtering everything. Possibly I will just leave it as this. So filtering by type. If we have only one type, okay. Otherwise, we'll be working on the values. Duplicate values. And if duplicated by duplicated by values and open. Okay. Possibly I will just do something like this. Okay. Possibly and value. Okay. Construct value and build. Duplicated by values and value. Okay. And the same thing maybe here. Duplicated by and values and okay. like this. If type is simple, then if type is not simple, then we do this. Okay. Validate take delta. Okay, what is about the coverage? Okay, we have more code. Our coverage broken bit by bit. Okay, so we have this function. I will create another function. If to nothing. Let's do something like this. Def values to nothing. We don't need a key here. Okay. We don't need a key here. Values to nothing. We will need a values here and possibly all. Okay. Values will module type simple. Okay, and values and value set medium. Okay, just the same every time. Okay, and let's just make the values to nothing, values to nothing, values to and okay. Okay, so don't need anything. So then map child key into it map. Okay. Let's do something like this. Values. Then I will to key and then validate partial mapping make it like this. Okay. This validate partial mapping key. Okay, and to values to mapping. Okay. State values. Okay. So okay. Okay. Validate partial mapping. Let's do it like this. Okay. Interesting. Mm. Data. We have to take data, values to mapping. Okay. Left. Left. What we compare? Okay. Set result. Result. It's on our left side. And the right is our result. Okay. So I'll take one. Let's see the actual building test. Let's see the actual test. It's test check mapping computation. Computer mapping. Okay, it's the first and main test. Okay, it's quite ugly. Made it lowercase. Result, compute tag mapping. Insert result, tag 1. Okay. Interesting. It seems that we come into this module type simple. Type simple, type simple, type simple. Okay. Release. Oh. Release to nothing. I think I will add another check. Equals. And type, and type. Okay. And type in nested data map or nested binary map. We'll return remove the breakpoint here. Okay, let's move our bows now. Okay, tag mapping child key, new key. I think I will use okay. Let's keep it. Okay, type simple. Type simple. Okay. I see. Okay. And the same thing here. Okay. So it passes now. Everything. Okay. Which line is not covered inside our text? Refactor tag. Okay. Let's push it. So which line is not covered? Detail. Okay. Okay. Not found here. So let's try to move our test a little bit lower. Possibly. I'm not sure that I understand what rate is for. Yeah, it's Emacs. Yeah, it's totally max. Okay, let's see. And what is reading party of 3? I'm not sure that I understand. Quite new to Twitch. So it will be nice if you can explain. Okay. So regarding what I'm doing here is working on tests for my previous interesting thing. Thank you. Thank you for this. I think it's very helpful. So basically I can someone can redirect. So I can redirect users who watching me to, or someone can redirect the users to my channel to watch it. Thank you. I think it's very helpful. Regarding the Emacs, it's plain Emacs. It uses SpaceMax theme, if I'm not mistaken, because I like the colors, but it's plain Emacs. Thank you. I think it will be very helpful. So, yeah. Regarding this one, so what I'm doing here, it's functional programming. It's quite a beginning for smart home solution. At least I want it to be so. So regarding what I'm working on, it's Elixir. You're right, and yeah, what we already have. We have a couple of things. We have an MPV client. It's an integration. It's an integration for our MPV thing, for an MPV player, and also some other architectural things for the beginning. So regarding it, we have plugin thing, so we can look through all the text modules inside our application. I plan to use it as a registry. I quite like Elixir, and yeah, it's working with actors. Not so much, but I'm just creating an architecture for future work. So so the plans for as a beginning is to create very small solution. Let me show what I have right now, and okay. So we have a very small application. What's going on? Starting the server again. Okay, we have a very small service with live clock. So basically underneath we have some processes. So when we visit a page, underneath we have a small process that works and refreshes our page. It shows our current time in UTC mode, in UTC time zone. When I move to the other page, there is no navigation right now, but plan to do it. Yeah, it's in my plans. It's very nearest plans. Okay, so what will be, I try to create an architecture on very simple solution on a small clock service, and when this kind of architecture will be ready, I will refresh all those things. It will be like a dashboard to navigate to live services. Right now it's not live because we have a static text. Yeah, I'm using Phoenix for this. Let me crash some prods. Okay, so this kind of stuff will be refreshing pretty soon. I'm working on it, and each service will have a dependencies. So right now we have this page, and it has some dependencies, and we have a live page, and it depends on a clock service. So every time a clock service updates its value, this value is propagated to each subscriber. Right now this page is also a process, and it subscribes to clock service. Okay, the next I will add some settings service for clock or something like that, for other things, possibly for player, and I will have a player service. I have already a client for it. Okay, yeah, it's a live view. It's a live view. Regarding the live view, it's quite pushing it to the limit. There are some things what I want to do. Okay, so I'm subscribing to, I have created a custom page for, okay, it's service page live. It's quite large already, so it's a template for future service pages. Okay, so every time we start a page, okay, we get a callback module, use a declarative module to render HTML in the server. I'm not sure why I should use it. Okay, so I'm already using a live view, so it's a part of it. So what is live view? We have a server rendered page, and yeah, it connects again. So we have okay. So when we start, so let's just look how it is implemented. I think it will be better. We have our router here. Okay, I have created a service routing thing. So what's going on here? I create a live session and attach an on-mount callback for each live view, each service page, and I put my module inside it. Okay, I have already created links for now it's only linked to index of each service page, but it can be extended. I have a module. So, thank you for this. I can just share more information how it is implemented and what I have already, what information I already have. So let's just move back to our thing. Okay, we have a dead view here, almost 5 view, because it's it just fetches the data from our clock only once, and it does not refresh it by itself right now. I have this logic inside my service page live, but okay, but it is not implemented, not forwarded here. Okay, but everything is ready for it. Okay, so I will have a couple of processes. They will have each dependency. When this will be ready, I plan to move to a player thing. Okay, when the player is ready, the next thing I want to do is automation. So I will push my services to another limit. I will convert some of them to variables. So, for example, we will have a variable for time, okay, for current time, and I will be able to subscribe or to create another variable from it. For example, when I will be able to create a string from current time or something like that. This is not very useful, but okay, let's consider another example. I can create a variable from player state. For example, if a player is playing, it will be true. If it's paused, it will be false. Okay, so what I can do with this, I can just use some Raspberry Pi. So it's a smart home solution. I can use it Raspberry Pi and connect to some diode and flash when a player is playing or it is not playing. It's very simple thing. Another thing, okay, I can just create an event and schedule player to start playing at cron job as a cron job. So for example, we will have a variable this player state. It can be read only or read write. So if I need to start some player or some action, I can just write a true value to the variable of player state. Okay, I can also extract some metadata from player. For example, its track name or something like this, and send this information to speak or something like that. So it can be working like this. So if track changes, I can just tell which track is playing. So another thing, I have already bought some sensors. They include almost 37 pieces. They include some distance information, some presence, infrared sensors, and so on. And I plan to connect the things to this smart home application. But I need to have services ready, variables ready, and yeah, so working on the architecture for it. Okay, regarding all other possibilities. I think when those will be ready, I have also researched about this and possibly will add extra board support. For example, I plan to initially support only Raspberry Pis. For example, I have something like this. Okay, do you see it? Okay, it's one of Raspberry Pis. Okay, and we'll try to connect. We'll try to connect it to my service. And I have also a 0 Raspberry Pi. So we'll add some more sensors and some other stuff. So it can be used to work with small appliances. I have researched, and it's not very nice idea to use Raspberry Pis for some real-time things like infrared remote or some other stuff. So possibly we'll extend this solution in future with some things like integration with Arduinos or other boards, possibly STM32 Blue Pill or ESP 86, 82 or something like that. Okay, with some other boards, possibly using Firmata protocol or something like that. Okay, so it's just the plans. And what I'm working now, I have created module to just collect all the mappings to take some modules. Okay, let me show you what's going on. Okay, so we have a tag mapping. So we have only one service at the moment. It's our clock service, and we have only one tagged module. Okay, we have two tagged modules. One of them is service for the clock, another is our clock service page. And also added a live page. So we have a list of our service pages and mapping for our clock to our service page. So I'm using this only right now to get information about the module, about the I'm using this to extract the data about the module I need to render. Okay. Plan to use it a little bit in another way. Okay. Okay, let's do this. Okay, let's look at my live service preview. I will be happy to answer other questions if you have anything. Okay, we have our mount thing, we have only one render thing. We have our service page. So I think I will combine some parts together. Okay, and so we have our tag, it's service preview, but I think I will use service page live. Service page live, I will be using a tuple as a key. As I remember, I had a question regarding why I choose Elixir for it. I just like programming in it, so it's like a hobby right now, and I think it's very nice for such kind of application where each part of the project, each part will be an actor, a process, so each variable can be computed at the runtime from its dependencies. For example, if I need to compare something, I can create a boolean. Okay. Let me see what does it mean. And okay. Let's Google it. So I will be glad to answer any questions or to see. Possibly we'll have some suggestions about what to do. So feel free to ask any questions. Okay. I will back just to refactor it a little bit, so it will be a service preview and module. Okay. Let's name it like this and try to recompute tag muffin. Okay, we have a key of service preview, live service preview, service page live. We have like this, and indent. Let's do it like this. Service page. Do we have service page preview? Okay, we don't use it. Let me check where do we use it. It's our service page preview. Okay, we have a get preview module. Get preview module. So I will move it to my service page live. If get module by socket. Let's do it like this. Socket. Okay. Access from to mapping socket ID. Okay, let's move it here. So instead of this, and module. So get preview module here, and access from web live service page live. Okay. Service page live. We'll remove it here and just use it here. Does it work? Get preview module, okay. It's get module. Let's check that our test pass. They should pass. Okay, they work. Okay. So let's just reuse the same module. Okay, let's name it like this. Binary module. Okay. Follow the specification, give it module. Okay. String T. And it will return a module. Possibly I just use a socket here. Socket. Okay. Maybe what? Maybe what some extra thing here. Def put uh, put service or put module. Module, and it will accept a socket and module. Okay. And it. Okay, do we have private? Let me check how to put private thing. Okay. So it's inside plug. Put private and okay, it's not a connection. We have not a connection, we have a socket, and it's quite different thing. Let me check. Okay, it accepts a connection, so socket should raise. Okay. It seems it's not available right now. Okay, so private will be our circuit private put module and will return our socket possibly will do something like this and put callback module key get module. Not get module but extract. Does it contain? Oh, you already have it. Put callback module. Interesting. We have it on mount already. Okay, so I don't need it. I don't need it at all. Service page preview. Okay. Put get module. Okay. So what I will do here and module will be this page live with module by name socket okay and socket will be service page live put callback module. Okay, we'll make it public. Module socket and callback module. Okay. So put callback module and subscribe to dependencies. And also I will subscribe to the two dependencies. So this page load subscribe. Okay, it's also private. Okay. Then this. Okay, it will need a socket and back module. Actually, I can pipe this thing. Subscribe to dependencies. Oh, yeah. I think I will remove it for now. Subscribe to dependencies. Okay. Do we have render here? Okay. Delegate. Delegate. Render science to this page life. Possibly we need to here. Okay. Live video. It's happy. But our page should start to fail. Okay, not this, but home page. Key not found. Ah, okay. Let's refresh it. Okay, I think it's our clock. It's very large. It's very large, but it's our clock. And possibly it no, it is not, it doesn't refresh. So how to work with it? And up runs and the info. Delegate and the info. Socket to this page live. Okay, as we see, it now updates. it's alive. Our live view is alive now. I'm glad about that. It's about 17 seconds left. Okay. Okay, let's check. So which should update in okay, it updates. It's like a part. It's like a part of our page. Just looking through a very small window. Okay. So it works. So it's little bit ugly. Let's check that it. We have a failing test, 2 failing tests. Okay, and that is fine. So what should I do next? I will update our router. Let me check the plans. Extract duplication check. Run function. Okay, it's ready. Test. Okay, possibly we'll do it later. Refactor render preview. We use service speech logic in preview. There is our service routing. We have a base prefix here on mount. Okay. How do we render router live? Okay, we prepare a module base prefix service page live. Ah, okay, live session module. Let's see about the live thing. We can let me check the docs about it. Next slide here. Router, it's somewhere near router. Live, what is about options? Options container as metadata private. Interesting. Can we? Okay, we have a live session. Live session. We can put some session metadata to it. Okay. Let's to our service page live. To our service page live. callback base prefix returns an item, callback main returns will return a string. Okay, callback name. Let's implement it. With name do name. Okay, let's do something like this. Will auto name module attribute name. Okay. We not need it. With name do okay. This page by okay. Made it simpler. So session module. Okay, it will be like this. Mount, we use this, and session module. It should be binary keys. Module will be module page live module. We will be using the same logic here. Okay. Module will get callback module get module by name. Get module by name module. Okay. I think it will be just an overkill in this case. Will not put it to the session here, but will not put it here, but I will do this at the home page. Live patch to service patch and session module name will be here. Service module. Service module. Possibly it's useless right now. Let's move back. Okay. Page. Yes. Change will fix. I will fix the issue in our tests. And page test. Where is our page? Test. Test. Okay. And I believe we need to add something like this. Okay. It should fix our tests. No? The module clock service was given as a child to a supervisor, but it does not exist. Interesting. Let's compare those tests. Okay, we have this. Look view. Okay. 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 So it's fixed. It's fixed right now. So we have our tests for a live home page. Okay. Let's stretch everything. We have added callback, in, we made those functions public. We also added get module by name here. Yeah. I'm not sure that we are using name anywhere. don't use name anywhere. Let's double check everything. What will be if I just drop a name? Okay, and this one too. Okay, so we are using it in the router. So this routing. Okay, only for this thing. I'm not sure that we work with it. At least I have tried, and we can move to it. Okay. 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 So okay. So reduced those things. Come out. Okay, where it was. Service preview. Service preview. And what do we have here? And connect page of we use this page widget or word preview. Okay, let's do it like this. Use we want extra item, and let's call it. So what I will need for this? Uh, plus a view module. View make dynamic render for live. Let's make it like this. Test that we can add text only in compile time. Okay, let's add the test for this thing, because we can end up with calling this thing inside in a runtime. Okay, click test. Export x plus tab only Third. What I'm doing here, it's just trying to cover this line too. Let's see. It should help. Okay, it helped. It helped. That is fine. And then I'll take only uptake and one add take. And let's use it. Paste. Check. Test. So what we will check here. And let's see. Okay. Okay. Set this. So it first really one error. Okay. Okay. So our code will not compile. So it will not compile. Anyway, so there is no need to cover it with test. Okay, using the tuple. Add to the dependencies. Okay, this is ready because we are able to see our page, but we don't use a preview. We don't use a preview. Make generic render function. Make generic render function for live service. Live service. Okay. Weather is happy. What I have here, I have everything. Okay. Access from web, live service page, live clock. Double check. Page. Service ID. Service ID. Where do we have it? I see. Home page. It's not very nice. Service module, service view. Vendor, service view, ID, service ID. Okay, I need a service module. Service module pass. Service ID. It seems that I will add the name again. Do name, implementing service page live, and something like this. Regarding this one, and page. Home page. So service view. I don't need it. Access. It will be just the same. Service which page. I will not need this thing. And the tuple too. Okay. So yeah, service module pass. Okay. Okay. And ID will be View. Where is our server? Let's see. We have 12. We have this page. Right. Okay. Go back. View. View. And we'll implement it inside this clock. Okay. No. How did I call it? View module. View module. View. And we'll return this thing. Yeah. Okay. Fill out an implementation thing. And view. Okay. It's interesting. We have a view module here. And what can we do with this thing? Yes, and okay, I think I will not need render at all. Render. Okay. Let's double check everything. Okay. Git callback module. Git module. So we got a callback module. Got a view module. And the next I will render HTML with some assigns. Oh. Let's restart. Restart the web mode. Let's open the file. It was, I think I will just navigate to it. It was somewhere near live. There is no such function. It's only view module. Okay, it works. There's some information here. We'll inspect columns. Okay. Let's add some label to it. Let's move to our page. Okay. And it. We have a science. Oh, okay. We have live action thing. Okay. We have a live action of index. Okay. Get callback module. Candidate name will be circuit science. How did we call it? Live action. Action dot html. And we'll replace this with page name. Okay. Circuit. Oh, okay. Interesting. So we have not on socket here. Let's we shouldn't be at socket either here. Okay, and socket. Science. Live action. We have live action here. Okay. Handle info, handle params, git callback module, subscribe to dependencies. What are we doing here? Callback module, dependencies. No. Have a nothing. Put callback module. Put callback module. We are doing this on mount. Put possibly template name. Put template. Okay. Put template name and Unity socket will be socket, and our template name will be our string. So put template name. Put template name. Okay. Put template name and okay. Works. Okay, and we'll create a private function for getting template name and socket. Name it will use socket. Okay, and return the socket here. Will return string. Okay, so doing this, template name, template name. Okay. Okay. So inside this, it's where we change our template name. Socket will be socket. Subscribe to dependencies. Callback module. Okay. And put template name. Okay. And it was like what? Live action. Live action. Okay. Okay. And action HTML. Okay. Okay, then we return something like this. Okay. So it's template name for socket. Let's see. Okay, it works. Let's move to our service page preview. And what I will do here, this page, template name, preview.html. Okay, let's move to our homepage. Oh, yeah. Time is not in a template. Okay, that's quite easy to fix. Use, not use, but templates. Clock, preview. Maybe instead of this, I will be using the okay. Keep look not found. Okay, so it's actually fun. Yeah, it works now. Let's check how it works in two different tabs. For one tab, for another tab. Okay. It should work. Okay, we have a home page somewhere. So every part of it just source it from the values for our clock come from the same process. Okay, that's nice. Now that it works, I think we'll be adding more nice stuff to it. I'm glad that it works now. Okay, let's move it back. So it works. Let's take field changes. Let me see. Make generic render function for live service. Okay. Refactor render preview. I'm not sure. Add link back. Okay. 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 Refactor it. The link back. It's not ready. Not hover style for home page widget. It's quite easy to fix to do. So let's add in. Where is our? It's our home page. Field wind. Okay. Engine power. Let's make it dark. Maybe we'll need to change a background for it. Color focus and active. Okay. So let's try adding something like this. Possibly I will try to do something to pick another color after some time. It's very large. Okay. Works. I think I will split it possibly into multiple lines. Okay. Because it's very long line. If you have width, you have height there. Adding no. I don't like very long lines here. Interesting, is it okay to have multiple class tags? Let's try. Or just split class HTML. Okay, let's interesting. I think it will work, but not with all browsers. I see. It doesn't work. Let's do something like this. We have width. Okay. I will save them on this line. Okay, then I think padding margin with border for hidden. Let's work on the background. Yes. And dark over. G gray. Okay, let's do something like this. Okay, it's a little bit gray. Like the dark mode better already. Okay. So do something like this. Okay. So let's do something like that. These are widget without number. Change span. Okay. Let's see. Oh, it's not so nice. Okay. Let's add it. Background transparent. Let's not add it. Oh, let it be like this. Okay, this thing. Yeah. Tests. Oh. Good. Good function render. Okay. So what about the coverage? It's this coverage and service preview, HTML. Service page clock. Okay. Let's remove it. I like to remove the code. Okay. We have increase in our coverage with this. Okay. So the one of them is here. Okay. Another thing is inside our service page. Yeah. Okay. Our credo is happy. Everything is every check is happy, and okay. View module. Create random function for oh yeah. Extract text to a separate module. Done. Set that text equal refresh text. Okay. Move tag mapping computation to one module. Okay. Add structure. Module computation. Okay. Combine validate mapping with transform. Okay. Extract duplication check to one function. Done. Reuse service page logic and preview. Okay. It reuses the same logic. Test that we can add tags only in compile time. Okay, our compiler will prohibit doing this from the other part. Or, let me check. Access home tag. Okay, add tag. Okay, so we will not be able to do this even from IX shell. Okay, use tuple as a tag key for a service. Tag. So we have a service, we have tagged service page live, we have, and this page live module for the clock and our module. Okay, subscribe to the dependencies from preview. Okay, done. Okay, refactor. Yeah, refactored it and added a hover style. Okay, okay. So I think it will be enough for today. And to continue tomorrow at the same time. Thanks for watching. Bye.